Hi everyone. It's my honor to share with you the vision for building the world's leading research institution committed to eradicating the threat of infectious diseases and building that research institute in one of the country's most vibrant, fast-growing, culturally diverse cities in America, San Antonio, Texas. I want to start by giving you a bit of history. More than 75 years ago, a 26-year-old philanthropist and businessman had this idea to build a city of science on some ranch land in South Texas. Not what you would call America's Mecca for research back in 1941, but Tom Slick Jr. had a vision and went on to found what today is called Texas Biomedical Research Institute and two more scientific institutions in San Antonio, all three of which are thriving today in their respective areas. Tom's vision was that the scientific endeavor would improve the human condition. He used his resources to better mankind, and that remains our underlying philosophy today, whatever we need to do to better mankind. His legacy lives on in each of us as the more than 360 employees of Texas Biomed strive daily to produce great science and protect lives from the threats of disease. However, our mission is becoming harder. We have a problem of global proportion. By 2050, infectious diseases will become the #1 cause of death in the world, overtaking cancer, heart disease, stroke, and Alzheimer's. In fact, infectious diseases has been identified as one of the causes of these other diseases. Now, what are infectious diseases? Well, they're hospital-borne infections like MRSA, which 2 in every 100 people carry. Infectious diseases are the common cold and flu, the latter killing 110 children in the United States in 2017. Infectious diseases include the superbugs that are thwarting common therapies and infect more than 2 million people annually. 2 million is the entire population of the San Antonio metropolitan area. And of course, infectious diseases includes global afflictions like HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, and hepatitis, all of which impact Americans. These diseases affect you, your loved ones, and our global community. I am an MD by trade, and I have seen firsthand the impact that these diseases have had on individuals, families, and communities. In my early career, I saw HIV ravage the bodies of otherwise healthy young adults. As a researcher focused on understanding the mechanisms that cause tuberculosis infection, I have seen the devastation in the faces of those suffering from TB. These are the faces I remember as I work each day. But science has come to the rescue before and can provide the answers of tomorrow. The CDC reports that since the epidemic hit its peak in the mid-1980s, the number of new HIV infections each year in the US has been reduced by 2/3. Due to new treatments developed over the past 40 years, HIV can now be a lifelong treatable disease rather than the death sentence it once was. But alas, there is still no cure and no vaccine. HIV is a perfect example both of the power of science and the challenges we still face today. It is time we put our collective energy, power, and support behind combating the threat of infectious diseases. Now, how does Texas Biomed plan on doing this? 3 steps: great people, great programs, and great environment. We have leading-edge scientists who have guided breakthroughs in basic research that have led to a cure for hepatitis C and a vaccine for hepatitis B. Our scientists are discovering new treatments for HIV, TB, malaria, and Ebola, and continue to develop new animal models critical for testing therapies and vaccines in use today. But we need to grow in order to be sustainable and have impact. Our 20 principal investigators are mighty, but not enough. We plan to more than double the number of principal investigators from 20 to 45, with clusters of experts in defined areas of the fundamental interactions between pathogens and human and animal hosts, experts in new approaches to diagnostics, therapies, and vaccines, and experts who study populations of vulnerable hosts. We also plan to grow our talent from within and provide tools for budding scientists to become future innovators. Our plan includes training programs and educational outreach programs that ensure that we are preparing the next generation of scientists with the same passion and enthusiasm for improving human health that we have. Students at all levels, from K through 12 to undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate students, all need a place where science is fun, challenging, and a training ground for their future success. The next Einstein is around the corner, and we want to find them. And finally, Texas Biomed plans to consolidate and build new, state-of-the-art facilities to ensure our scientists have the tools necessary to make groundbreaking discoveries. Moving from disparate buildings to a campus that encourages collaboration among people with big ideas. A campus that's more integrated. A campus that provides the best home to our non-human primate populations that are the unsung heroes of biomedical research. Our focus on people, programs, and places is the future of science. Texas Biomed has a unique history as proud and big as Texas itself, and we want our future to match. We have the opportunity today to take our science and, in parallel, our community's bioscience industry from great to phenomenal to number one. You can join us in this effort. I'm confident that together we can truly change the world. Now let's get started.